Okay, guys, we're here with BYU head coach Mark Pope. Student athletes are Fousseyni, Traore, and Alex Barcello. First, we'll start with an opening comment from Coach Pope.
We actually, these guys don't let me do opening comments, so Alex Barcello is going to handle it today.
Yeah, I got you.
They're so tired of me talking, they're like, we cannot take it. Another second go out.
So I'm going to talk about what Coach has been telling us this past week. I thought that we've done a great job at just having edge when we step out on the court. And, it's March. That's what teams got to play with. That's what, players have to play with individually when they're following scout. But then collectively as a group, the way that we were able to guard guys like Eli tonight and Quintana, I thought we did a great job together as a group, just having edge, making plays. They hit some tough shots, but I thought together, we worked really well. A guy that came off a 30-point game, him not having a night like that. Eli, who kind of gets their team going every time they step out on the floor. I thought that Foose did a great job on him, and Atiki did a great job. And then our guys with our digs made incredible plays down the stretch. But just playing with edge is what we're preaching right now. And I thought that these guys, like we came to play, and we're going to come to play tomorrow because it's March. It's win or go home.
Okay, at this time in the room, we'll open it up to questions for the student athletes only. Go ahead and raise your hand, and I'll point at you. Go ahead here in the front row.
Alex, tomorrow is a quad-one opportunity against a team that I think the last time you guys played them, you guys beat them. What's the mindset just going into tomorrow and the challenge and the opportunity that's available to you guys?
Yeah, it's a huge opportunity. They're a really good team, but we have the same mindset every game right now. Like I said, it's March. It's win or go home. So we got to lay it out there every time we step out on the floor. We got to give it 100%. Not 99% isn't good, and that's another thing that Coach tells us. When we're playing 99% as opposed to us playing 100%, it's night and day. And when we have guys diving on the floor for 50-50 balls, when guys are making great digs, helping each other out, when guys are talking gaps, having bottoms, playing together collectively as a group defensively, I think that we're really good, and I think that helps us create, plays on the offensive end when we're running in transition or just making plays for each other off the bounce, second or third sides. I just playing with edge, and every game matters. So it's a huge opportunity for us tomorrow, but we're coming in with the same mindset.
Here in the front row.
What was your view like there from the bench, especially down the stretch, and being able to watch guys like Foose do what he did, and then some of the guys on the bench and whatnot? I mean, I know you don't always get the second last, 6-7 minutes into that. But.
Yeah, Foose is. I think I've said it in every interview. He doesn't know how good he is, and I just love how he's like a sponge. He just tries to absorb everything. When he steps out on the floor, whether it's practice, shoot around, walk through, film, you just always see him trying to learn and get better, and I love it. I think the sky's the limit for him, and he's got a really bright future, and I'm so excited to see where he goes. But just being able to see him for that 6-7 minutes was incredible, and just the level that he's playing at right now as a freshman, it's really amazing, and he's such a huge part of our team. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
It's huge for us. That's what we expect. I was telling him and Caleb tonight in March, we need to have everybody firing on all cylinders. And for, Caleb, I don't think he had the greatest scoring night that he might have wanted, but he was making plays for us offensively. And just the way that he was keeping our pace on the offensive end, where there was one possession I remember where, I kind of kicked it to him on the pop, and then he rifled it back, sprinted to a screen, then he rolled, and then I kicked it to the corner. Just the pace that he was allowing us to play with on the offensive end, it opened a lot of things up. And then even he had a drive, I think it was second or third side in pistol, and he put the ball on the floor and then had an incredible dish to Foose for a dunk. He looked like the game was slower to him out there. So I'm just happy with how guys are playing, and I think that we all need to be playing our best basketball right now.
Do you think this was the most complete performance your team's had in league play?
It was close. I loved us on the defensive end. I just love the edge that these guys approach the game with, and it starts with Alex. Alex carrying a huge burden for us right now because he's got to do everything. But that's what the best players in the country have to do. They got to do everything. And his, you think about this. This Joe Quintana against a really good defensive team yesterday, just put in a show, was unconscious. And usually, guys, I'm telling you, when dudes jump in a tournament like this, they go back-to-back games, and that doesn't go away. And so we were extraordinarily concerned about that, and Alex had that assignment solo to start this game, and I thought the tone he set was unbelievable, and it's just what we have to stay alive. So I loved the complete, and then everybody else followed suit. I thought Caleb contributed so much to this game. You think about his 10 rebounds, and his should have had 2 charges, but had a charge. Like his versatility and attention to the defensive end, and even though Gideon didn't play that much in the first half with foul trouble, we were switching a lot of ball screens, and his stick hand on the switches and being aggressive on the switch was so crucial to us. So I loved it. I loved us on the defensive end, and then I thought these guys worked really hard on the offensive end, with just a couple of exceptions. I thought it was a really good performance, and it's what we have to have. We have to play our best basketball right now. Everybody does, and it makes it really fun. It's fun to win in March. We had contributions from everybody. Even Hunt came in and played important minutes for us and made some plays for us. So that's just the only chance you have to win in postseason if guys step up, and our guys did.
Also, a reminder, make sure we keep the questions to the student athletes for now so we can move them on. But we'll go ahead for our second row, white polo.
Yeah, Bruce, how important was it for you to stay out of foul trouble?
Well, I would say it's very important because we only have 2 big, only me and Atigi. If I'm in foul trouble, that won't be good for Atigi. We need to help each other. And I always told him to just be smart, don't foul out, because I need you to,
How difficult is it to go against a guy like Eli Scott?
Oh man, he's a great player. He's strong, he's smart. He know what he's doing. Like you just have to, follow what exactly coach told you, what the game plan. Like don't let him catch the ball. But sometimes I forget. I let him catch a couple of times and he went and scored. But I think I did a great job. Yes.
Good at this. How good is he? You're so good at this, man. That's really good.
Thanks.
Well, go ahead, and I know you had your hand up here in the front row of Salt Lake City, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, and then we'll get one more after that, and then we'll go to some people on Zoom.
Okay. Foos, this is, I think, a few performances in a row that you've played really well. Where do you think you are right now in terms of your rhythm? How good do you feel on the floor right now?
No, I'm feeling really good, because like Coach and AB said, now is go time. You always have to try your best every day, You cannot come sometimes show up or sometimes don't show up. Like it's March, you always have to show up, play hard every time, Yeah.
Okay, and a final question here, sir, in the white hat. If you had a question, go ahead.
So what felt different about playing a game in the postseason in March and first days of that?
Can you say what?
Your thoughts on your first experience in March in the postseason?
First playoff game.
First playoff. Now I would say it's just fun, we're just here to play and win. Like we're here to win. That's what we do, Did I answer that question? You're cool.
Okay, we'll have a couple of questions for the student athletes over on Zoom. If you're on Zoom and you do have a question, go ahead and give me a raised hand signal, but we will start with Jeff Ferrato from the WCC.
Yeah, this question is for Coach Barcello. Alex, can you talk about what your approach was to Quintana, and also about the contribution that Spencer Johnson made when he took over that assignment?
Yeah, forcing him inside the 3 and always having a stick hand on him. So really, really not giving him space. I tried to bring some energy at the start of the game, just make sure that when he was coming off rifles or staggers or, just trying to get shots out of their offense, or if it was ISOs like he showed last night where, there's just a high ball screen and he's sizing guys up and hitting a step back or pull up or in transition, just trying to be there and give him a lot of pressure. But I thought Spencer did a phenomenal job, and I don't think he gets all the credit he deserves on the defensive end sometimes because, man, he makes plays. And just like, I thought you felt it too, Foos, just him helping with Eli Scott on his digs. And he's just so incredible, and he's got such a high IQ on the defensive end of the ball. And I thought he just did a really amazing job in the second half.
Thanks.
Okay, anybody else either on Zoom or in the room with a final question for the student athletes? Go ahead.
Alex, I noticed after your television interview, you and Tom Polo had a little exchange, and you had a laugh. I'm just curious, like, what the message was or what the exchange was.
No, just keep winning, and this is my last go-around. I don't want to go home. So I want to advance as far as we can and bring championships to Provo. And I think he's right on board with that, and I think these guys are right on board with that too. So we just want to keep winning.
Yeah.
It's fun when you win.
Okay, student athletes, you guys are free to go.
Thank you.
Good job, boys.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
guys.
Good job, baby.
And we'll open it up first to the room for questions for Coach Pope. In the second row, go ahead.
Coach, you guys have 48 points in the game, 1.5. Is that your focus tonight? Because you guys attacked it early on, and then kind of worked your way to the
I thought I thought we brought some pace to the game early, which made me really happy. It's really important to us to find ways to do that. We had some success actually inside in the post early in the game at our place. I don't know, it was 10 days ago or whatever, and I thought we got guys to the rim also. Tijon, Alex had some great driving lines early, and it was interesting. LMU adjusted just almost exclusively St. Mary covers on ball screens in the first half, which is not their traditional way of playing, and our guys responded really well and let us get downhill and make decisions downhill. Our guys made good decisions downhill. A couple times early, we needed to play off 2 feet, and we didn't. But as the game wore on, I thought we got better and better and better.
Go ahead with the follow-up. Go ahead.
Coach, other than the overtime game against LMU, these last two have been double-digit wins. Alex was talking a lot about edge, coming to these games with edge. How different does the edge have to be versus an opponent like San Francisco?
Well, listen, San Francisco's a great team. They're a top 30 team right now, maybe give or take, and they're huge. They're just so big, and they obviously have a really skilled backcourt, and their wings really shoot the heck out of the ball. They're a terrific team. But right now, you got to have an unbelievable edge in every single game in the postseason. It's hard because you feel like you're working at such a fevered pitch. I remember this. I remember how this feels. It's like you're playing at such a fevered pitch and so much desperation, and then you get to March and somehow you're expected to ramp it up from there, which seems impossible, but that's actually what you have to do. And so, we got to get these guys back to the hotel tonight, and we got to come with more fight and fire than we've ever had tomorrow. And if we can make it through tomorrow, then the challenge is even bigger, and more fight and more fire on Monday. So that's what makes it so special. It makes it so fun. I think our guys are in a good place right now. They're super hungry, and they got some fire, and they don't have a lot of fear right now. I think they're just hungry. I like where our team feels right now. That's important for us to have a chance tomorrow.
Go ahead on the end.
Coach, we've seen tournaments like this, a team that played, I think it was like the team that's been resting, but you sometimes have an advantage having played and gotten into rhythm. Do you feel like that can help you guys out getting ready?
Well, I hope so. I mean, LMU would say no, but we hope that certainly that works in our favor. I think, I really do think in March, every game is its own freestanding life. It's its own season, really, genuinely. And so, we're just going to go home. We're going to do a quick film, little study, get these guys some food and get them to bed, and then wake up tomorrow and hit it hard, right? And tomorrow's a freestanding day against a great team, and we're going to go fight. Like, it's on. Let's go.
Go ahead.
Coach, how impactful
Yeah, Trev loves this gym, man. He loves this gym like no player I've ever seen. He loves this place. I mean, this dude, we weren't even landed yet, and like there's a sparkle in his eye and just a confidence. I don't know if, you know, if this arena ever gets a home team, they need to draft Trevin Nell. Because he loves it, and he's so crucial to us. You know, he scored in a lot of different ways today, and I thought I was actually most proud of his defensive effort. I thought he was nearly flawless defensively. I thought he had some real toughness, and he handled his assignment, and he was really vocal, and you know, so he's you know he's he's got the feel goods in this place, man. So I got to schedule more games here.
Any final questions for Coach Pope? Go ahead, Alex.
I'm just curious if Seneca's at any point going to go either tomorrow or this tournament.
Yeah, I mean, he's testing it out every day and just trying to see how it is. And right now there's still a ton of pain involved. And so we'll see. I mean, you know, I believe in miracles. So, you know, we'll see. But we'll see how that goes.
Okay, we'll have time for two more from the white T-shirt first. Yep.
Coach, we saw Tijon got booked early in the
Yeah.
first half, and then he went out for a little bit, and he played in the second
Yeah.
half. How was he doing just at halftime reevaluating there?
Tijon is this dude has got more injuries right now than all of us combined in our old age. I mean, but he doesn't care, man. He's just gonna go fight. He's incredible. This, you know, I mean, the list of ailments that and he won't say a word about it ever. He will never say a word about it. He just is he's just so tough. And yeah, so, you know, we're taping him together, and he's going out there and performing at a high level. It's really awesome.
Go ahead and wrap it up with the gentleman in the white hat.
Coach, despite all the injuries you've had in front court this year, your team's got a good rebounding squad. But San Francisco last time in Provo kind of dominated on the glass. What's the challenge in front court that San Francisco is supposed to?
Yeah, oh man, listen, it's just a challenge. There's no two ways about it. It is, you know, you think about them at 6'11", really, really athletic, super vertical, super strong and powerful with that front line. And, you know, that's like, you know, sometimes it feels like it's you and me out there trying to rebound against them, right? They're just big and explosive and power and veteran. I mean, they're both grads, seniors, right? So, you know, that's just one of the many problems that they show, and it's got to be a team effort, and we're actually good at that. We're really good at figuring out as a team. This Caleb Lohner's going to have to be huge for us tonight, and it's a big-time challenge on the glass. And Foos going to have to be big, and Atiki's going to have to be big, and Gideon George going to have to really make himself present on the boards. You know, you look at this, it's really great because you look at this stat sheet, and I'm like, oh, man, how great that we were able to keep Alex to 25 minutes and Tijon to 25 minutes. You look at that, everybody, and then all of a sudden you get down to Spencer, you're like, man, this dude played 31 minutes, and he just is like, it's such a gift to be able to leave him out there, and he makes everything right. He's going to have to be big on the glass tomorrow. So, you know, that's one of the many issues we have tomorrow that we got to figure out, and I believe in these guys, man. I think they're in a good spot right now. I know they got a ton of fight and fire in them, and so I can't wait. Can't wait. This is super fun. Let's go.
Okay, thank you, Coach.
Thank you, guys.
BYU will play San Francisco at 7:30 p.m. tomorrow.